Hi, I'm Bill from CJ Pony Parts. By now it's no secret that we're fans of the Focus RS. We've done a lot of videos in this vehicle showing you how to take a great car and make it even better. Now, one thing we found a lot of RS owners like to do is change out their exhaust system. Now, we've done several videos showing you different exhaust options, but one I personally been looking forward to is the Borla ATAK. I would love the sound of the ATAK on other vehicles and can't wait to hear how it sounds on the RS, so we're going to install this on our 2016 Focus RS. Now, the ATAK is going to be Borla's loudest system for the RS. It stands for Acoustically Tuned Applied Kinetics. What that means in the real world is when you drive around with the system at moderate throttle, it actually sounds pretty good, but it's not terribly loud. You'll have no drone whatsoever on the highway, but when you get on it, it's going to get a lot louder and a lot more aggressive sounding. Now, this system here is made of 3-inch stainless steel back to the muffler, then 2.5-inch stainless steel out to the tips. The tips for our particular system are going to be a 4-inch polished tip, but also available with a 4-inch carbon fiber tip as well. This will work with the factory exhaust control motor, and it's going to plug in and work just like original. However, there is no valve. This will be wide open all the time. For this installation, a lift or a jack and jack stands, 3/8 ratchet, 5/16 socket, 15mm socket, 16mm socket, small flathead screwdriver, and an exhaust hanger removal tool. Now, obviously, our RS already had an aftermarket exhaust system on it, so we removed it prior to the installation. We're going to give you a quick rundown, though, on how to remove the factory exhaust system, then begin our Borla installation. To remove the exhaust, the first thing you want to do is remove the actuator for the active system to make sure you don't damage it. So you're going to unplug that and then unbolt that and put that aside. Now you can remove the exhaust. To do that, like I said, you do have to cut it. What you want to do is go right here in front of the rear axle, right in this section here. You're going to cut that down the middle. That way you can separate the two pieces and remove the exhaust. Okay, so the first part of the installation is going to be the most frustrating. Now, you already have your exhaust system off. You have to put a pipe in here and get this clamp seated properly and make sure this extension piece here is lined up in the keyway before you tighten it down. Sometimes it's easier to use a small screwdriver. This can be a little frustrating. Borla makes it easy, thankfully, by giving you a short extension piece. The piece we're installing is just this here. Makes it a lot easier to get that on there instead of a large pipe. And then once you have it seated properly, you can tighten it down. Again, before you do that though, make sure that keyway is in the correct location and the bolt is aligned where it should be. The front piece installed, we're going to move on to both mid pipes. Now, it's a two-piece design. We'll start with the front pipe here. The front pipe has this resonator in the middle, kind of looks like a header collector, but it's designed just to get the sound the way we're looking for. This isn't going in the stock hanger. Connect to the front pipe, and then we'll put the next pipe on the back. Like I mentioned, it is a two-piece mid-pipe. Now, we have found, though, before you put the second piece on, it's actually easier to put the over-axle pipe in place. Then it'll slide together a lot easier. Before we put the mid-pipe in place, you're going to put a clamp over both the front and the back pipes. Then we're going to put it in, align it up, and then slide the clamps over the ends. Now, at this point, you'll want to snug up the clamps. Don't tighten them all the way because we want to have some movement for adjustability, but snug them to keep the pipe in place. Okay, now we can move on to the rear section. We're going to put a clamp on the muffler. Now we're going to put it up into place, attach to the over axle, and then attach it to the factory hangers. Now the factory exhaust control motor is going to go into the other exhaust pipe right in front of the tip here. Now you want to make sure you install this. This piece here has to be in those grooves so it will open and close it. Like I said, there is no valve in this. This is wide open all the time. This is going in there so basically the computer can make the adjustment it thinks it's making so no lights come on your dash and everything works normal. So we just have only one volume with the ATAK. The easiest way I found to do this is turn this counterclockwise and put this on top. What you'll have to do is grab a small screwdriver and just put it in there while pushing down on it. Slide the middle thing over. It'll pop in and you can install the nuts. All right, with the factory valve mounted to the tip, now we can actually install this pipe, put the clamp on and put it up into place. Now again, just snug everything up for now. We'll go back later, go through the whole thing and align it. All right, so now we're going to start in the front and go back through, tighten up the clamps, and adjust the whole system. All right, so once everything is tightened up and the alignment's good, your installation's finished. As we come to expect from Borla, the fit and finish was top notch. Now let's hear how it sounds. Definitely we're expecting from the ATAK, much louder, has a nice pop to it. Now we'll take it out on the road and hear how it sounds driving. And the one thing I can always say about the Borla ATAK systems, we did it on the Mustang, we put them on the truck, and now on the RS, it's loud. I mean, the ATAK is designed to be that kind of a system. It is Borla's loudest system. If you're looking for volume and you definitely want people to hear you coming, the ATAK is a good way to go. But the nice thing about this system, and pretty much all Borla systems, is you go to highway speeds, it's quiet. You know, you can hear it a little bit, but you're not getting that drone. Even normal driving, it's not terribly loud. It's like it has a good sound to it. I mean, you can hear it. It's not a stock system. It's not like the crap they play through the speakers. But it's when you downshift and you get on it, it's going to get loud. I mean, you really, really do hear the system. But that's the way these systems are designed. And if you're looking for a system that, as a daily driver, isn't that bad, but it can be loud when you want it to be, the ATAK is really a perfect choice.